What is up, everybody? This is Mog back here, Mog's Cast, episode 21 today of Kerbal Space Program, United Kerbal Industries. What we are looking at here on the launch pad is my kind of Curiosity style lander that I have planned for taking to Duna. That's what I built it for. That's what has a bunch of nuclear engines on it and all that. But yeah, this, I'm actually going to give it a shot. We're going to test it because I just finished it this morning, and I think we're going to give it a shot getting up to Minmus and seeing how we can do with a lander on Minmus. But without further ado, let's go ahead and get this going. I better pull up that, though. And okay, here we go. Hopefully I got all my staging right. I really don't know for certain. Because this is the first time I've launched this thing, so you guys might see some craziness, might see some dumb stuff happen. Who knows? Okay, it looks like I'm kind of spinning a little bit. Maybe I should have put some wings on those outside tanks to stabilize rotation. And there goes the first tanks. Get those out of there. A little clip on that extended rocket there. But that's okay, that thing's pretty sturdy. They usually get hit a few times during these initial splits unless I put Separatrons, but I don't care too much about Separatrons right now. If the engine survives the clank, then whatever, it works. That's how I look at it. Oh, I better slow down. And there goes second tanks. Oh no! Oh no! Alright guys, we are back. As you saw there, yeah, we kind of exploded. I went back into the hangar and put some Separatrons on these tanks like I think I mentioned previously, but hopefully now this should work. So this is launch 2. I'm hoping I've got the staging alright on these Separatrons, and I'm hoping that they are positioned correctly themselves. I guess we'll find out. Or some source. So yeah, we've got crew of Lomi. Did I mention that before? I may have. Whatever. You guys know how these things go. I don't typically write this all down, unfortunately. I do have small plans written down, but that's usually about it. Get rid of those, and sweet, those look perfect. Oh, that was the other thing, is my wobble. I was thinking about putting some RCS for stabilization on the main rocket itself, but whatever. I think it'll be okay. Oh, and the wings. So many things. I guess if we can make it out to Atmo, or make it out to orbit with this, whatever. I don't care about the rotations, that's just small stuff. Get rid of those. Oh no. Yep, I think my staging's incorrect on these. Whew. Oh boy, oh boy. Well, this is a good opportunity, I suppose, to see if the parachutes and everything work on this. Deploy, you crazy son of a bitch. I am clicking this button, and nothing. Go. Okay, that's the drogue chute, so that should slow us down. And then we deploy these secondary chutes, is basically the idea. There we go. That drogue top chute, the small one, should deploy first. I don't remember what height it deploys at, and then these will deploy last. Let's stop those wheels, we don't need those going. There's our drogue chute, definitely dropping us down. Cool. I'm gonna just speed up just so we see it, so we see the whole thing, and you guys can see that it actually lands. I don't even need to use the rocket assisted landing with this. But I think I will on Duna, since the gravity, or since the atmosphere is thinner, I think I'll still be coming down at a relatively high speed. But Lomi, there you go, buddy. Looks like you're gonna be just fine. Turn down. Oh, popped a few wheels. And popped a few tanks. Looks like one of the mono tanks exploded. Whatever. You're fine. I should have seen that coming though. Okay. So guys, I'm gonna come back to you once we get this all fixed up, and I will be right back. Okay guys, seriously, this time we are good to go. gimbals. Yes. Lock the gimbal. Okay, so there we go. I did fix the staging this time that I kept forgetting last time. That is my bad. First ones are gone. I'm gonna turn on some RCS, get this thing some help. Sheesh. There's one wobbly rocket, guys. Oh, there goes the second ones. Turn down the throttle because we're going a bit fast. Sorry, I'm being quiet. This is being a little more delicate than I had initially planned for. But that is, I guess, all part of what has to happen. It's got to start off bad, and I know that I basically started my gravity turn super early, but I didn't do it very steeply, so I'm hoping that shouldn't hurt me much. And there goes those two. Now we should be all nice and balanced. Not that we weren't before, but okay. I can definitely start turning. Cool. So I think this should work. We should be going. We should be getting good. Whoa, 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 whoa! Too much. Okay. So this is the test. This is when we find out if this is good or not. Here goes these last rockets. Kick those out. And we are looking good, guys. We got an apoapse of about 50 kilometers so far. We are up about 30. Just hitting 1,000 meters a second, so a kilometer a second there in travel from surface speed. Okay. Ooh, this thing does not like to tilt up during this ascent. Not very easily, anyway. If it starts going in one direction, it's going to keep going. Okay, we got an apoapse of about 100, so we are just going to coast it out from here and use the rest of this engine, the rest of the stage, to hopefully get us a proper orbit. If not, we got a lot of fuel and everything to do the rest, but this should be fine, I do believe. So guys, we're going to go ahead and kick in the speed. We got some physical time warp, looks like, and come on. Get it back. Come back. Okay. Well, guys, I'm just going to go ahead and get up into orbit, let you guys listen to some Tyler Woods, some of his tunes, and we're going to go ahead and get all the orbital correction maneuvering stuff done and get on our route out to Minmus. We'll see you guys soon. Alright guys, welcome back. This is Mog once more with you, coming in here on the Kerbiosity is what I'm calling this guy. And we're going to be going for a landing. Now, we can't use the parachute system, obviously, because there's no atmosphere on Minmus, but I just want to basically test the functionality, test the powered landing, all of that kind of stuff, and just make sure that as you may have noticed during that video, my nuclear engines don't have any fuel going to them, so I have to fix that. In fact, I'm going to note that right now. Fix fuel lines to nuclear engines. There. So we got a note. I'll be able to fix those before we actually take this thing to Duna, which will be good, because we don't want to take a busted up craft to Duna, do we? Get on retrograde. Okay, so yeah, we're just testing the powered descent of this lander, and we're basically testing the overall functionality of it once it's on the surface as well. Now, this isn't going to be perfectly accurate. The gravity here is much less, and there's no atmosphere. So, there is that. So there are things we have to deal with that we're not able to test without going there or crunching the numbers. But I don't know how to do that. So we're just falling in here. I'm trying to get it pretty close to the Trident lander so these guys can meet up. And I think we're going to be good there. So get rid of my orbital info and bust out my surface, because that's what we want. That's what's important here. Okay, getting close. There's the Munner coach. And we're about 2 kilometers up, so I'm going to go back into normal time frame here. Get a better camera view. And start working on this thing. And we're going to go ahead and detach that. No. What did I detach? What did I detach? Come on. Engage. Okay. There we go. That'll have to do. I'll have to fix the staging there too. But for the meantime, I think we're okay. We can learn this thing. So as I'm doing that, let's go ahead and make a note of that too. Fix separation on heat shield. Cool. So that's another note. We should be good. And I think I'm looking backwards. Let's turn this thing around. About 1 kilometer up now. And I might actually have enough fuel on such a low gravity body to actually just start making our way kind of toward the base anyway, as it is. Oh, there goes the engines. The previous engine, that stage just crashed down. You may have heard that. But yeah, what I can do is I can actually just start burning with these tiny little rockets and get closer to the lander, which is I think what we're doing now. Oh, we're ascending again. Oh well, we'll come back down. There we go. And now we're in physics range of this thing. Yeah, I am barely on the throttle, and it is dropping this thing like a rock. Or well, it's arresting its movement. This thing is, it's not dropping like a rock at all. Okay, about 950 meters up, a little under 1 kilometer. Coming in nice and good here. In fact, I'm just gonna kick up some physical time warp just to make this a little quicker, because this could be a bit delicate, I think. at least until we get a bit closer. About 500 meters up. Oh, did a little hop there. Okay, and I think this is going to go pretty well, I hope. Now the plan here is, since I don't want this to land on top of the rover, I think what I'm going to do is turn on the engines a little bit before I get down to the surface, kick on my under engines, and then separate so that I'll actually release this. The throttle should stay on this upper stage and just get pulled away. Okay, going back into normal speed. We have our lights. And in fact, I'm just going to engage those other engines now. About under 100 meters, 70 meters. Almost 50 meters. And there goes that stage. And I should have enough to just land this. Yeah, this will be fine. Cool, I'm glad that worked. I hope that doesn't come back down on top of us. Let's get a tiny bit of forward momentum so that we're not coming straight down. Oops, 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 oops. We want this way. This will help relieve some of the landing stress. Look at how slow this thing can just go, because the gravity here is so incredibly low. If this doesn't give you a good idea how low the gravity here is, I don't know what will. That's no engines, that is just going into a fall. Wow, that's really cool. Actually, I haven't done that before. Look at this. This is like the cleanest landing ever. Let's see if we can touch down a wheel to help start braking us. Oh, no, no, too much. Look at that. Perfect. Turn off those brakes, and I think we're just going to go ahead and get on up to the lander, and that's going to be, I think, good for us. And did I seriously bring Brinstar along for this again? It looks like we've got a double on you. I think you're up on the station right now. I don't think you're in this lander. This is the other crew. But Brinstar, I didn't even notice. Whatever. I'll fix it. This game has been kind of buggy lately with the version changes and all the mods, that some of which are outdated, some of which are not. But I didn't want to lose a bunch of my craft guys, so yeah, we just kind of dealt with it. I'll get it squared up a bit for this season 2, and I'm gonna not add more mods once I get going on season 2 as we play through, which is, I think, one of the mistakes I made playing through this season, that is because I was adding mods as we were recording, so things would unfortunately go badly sometimes with some mods. I'd have to do some correcting, and it just made things buggy. Alright. Oh, that's one thing I should do. Add some sort of land, or some sort of parking brake. Write that down. Parking brake for stopping. Because with such low gravity, it's really easy to just start rolling away if you don't lock your wheels. And even then, sometimes KSP doesn't treat them quite right when you're not in them, from what I've seen. Now, this could just be total my misunderstanding of stuff, but I've seen rovers just roll away when I haven't been on them. I have to switch back to them, and if nobody's inside them, there's not much I can do most of the time. Except this one I think has mech jeb, so worst comes to worst, we can just do that, but whatever. Toss on the brake. And this is, I guess I didn't really show you this very up close, so here we go. Got a couple of mono tanks on each side for the boosters. There's no underneath rockets or front rockets or RCS or anything like that. There is top, so that I can kind of push myself down if I need to. But I've got my main rockets here, which help me jump and obtain altitude if need be. But Brinstar, let's go ahead and EVA you out, buddy. Welcome to the surface of Minmus, man. And there's the other guys rocking their science outpost, and this is our little science vessel for exploring. Now, there's not much on the surface of Minmus. There is one anomaly that I picked up, but I've actually tried to investigate it before and never been able to find it. From what I understand, it's either floating in mid-air at the point on the map, which I think I can, yeah, I actually have right here. So let's try anomalies. Oh, I'm actually pretty darn close. It's the top of this mountain, it looks like, the other side. Maybe we'll go visit that one of these days. But yeah, that is it's supposed to be, I think, spoilers, by the way, if you don't want to. My bad, I kind of showed that previous to saying spoilers. But yeah, that's where it's at. It's a monolith. I don't think it's not an arch. It should be a monolith, and I was not able to find it. I was pretty much like exploring that whole thing with a small lander, similar to the Trident we have over here. And yeah, that's that. I wasn't able to see it. That's what I'm trying to say. So yeah, we're on the surface. We got ourselves a little rover, a manned rover even, that can be done used without a Kerbal inside. So it can be used as a single person rescue vehicle, or if you are feeling, you know, like you want to try things, you could also have somebody hanging on the ladder. Probably not very successfully over time, but I'm gonna go ahead and kick out this. And should we rename it? What do we got on here now? Rescue manned rover. Let's just call this the Kerbiosity. And it is a rover. Cool. So guys, that is the episode. I will see you guys next week. And in the meantime, that was one other thing before I go. Project Zomboid. Stay on the lookout. Once we finish the KSP season here, on episode 25, I think we're going to do a short break, do a couple other types of games in between doing Season 1 and Season 2 of KSP. I think one of those games is going to be a season of Project Zomboid. I'm having a lot of fun. I just bought it yesterday. I'm pretty pumped. Good game. I've been enjoying it, and there should be some updates coming out soon from the sounds of things. They've been quiet for a long time, and I guess just recently, probably the next few weeks here, they've been saying they should have an update soon. They haven't given it an exact date, but they said it's in the time frame of weeks and not days. So probably the next few weeks to maybe a month. Maybe a little more. I don't know for certain, but yes. So we're gonna do that. I don't know if it's gonna be a full season or if it's gonna be a partial season. Full seasons, I'm calling full season 25 episodes, and partial season is somewhere between 10 and 15. We'll see. Since I don't seem to be able to do a save function for that game, I kind of have to leave my game open or just start fresh every time I play it, which is kind of cool, but at the same time, I'd like to freaking make some process. I made it 12 days, and I just started yesterday. 12 days. That's not great, I'm assuming, compared to people who have been playing it, but I have been enjoying it, and I was pretty proud that I made it 12 days before getting ganked. But, cool. So stay tuned, guys. Check out the blog post, Mogscraft blog, for all your news and other update information for the overall cast. I think we're going to be setting up another webpage soon that we might actually shift from the blog over to, because what I'm going to try to do is get a reviews site going with another dude or two, and basically just a big repository for all of our game-related stuff under the channel network of Mogscast. So we may have a few other commentators, we may have a few other authors writing articles and posting them around. So stay tuned if you guys like that kind of thing. Yeah, just keep an eye on the blog, and you should see it one of these days. So cheers, guys. We'll see you next time.